I feel like a Spice Girl. I think anything that has to do with pigtails, I am always afraid that I am going to end up looking like a kid. So I tend to avoid it because I always have the trouble of being mistaken for a 12-year-old. Hi everybody, it's Letitia from Look Under here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do fashion, DIY, and beauty. I upload a new video every Sunday and Thursday. And for the first time ever, I'm doing monthly favorites. My favorite video for the month of March is my girl wow video, and we all talked about dating and our different experiences with dating. I like quiet guys, and then because of that they tend to be more submissive, I guess. And then that's where I run into the challenge of they're too passive. From the feedback from you guys, I got such great feedback, which is amazing. I would definitely love to have them come back depending on schedules, because everybody works full-time and more for some of them. Whenever our schedules match up, for sure, I will do more of those. Life update for March, and this is my first monthly video, so bear with me. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. I guess I'm going to talk about everything. I've been getting chemical peels. I've gone through 2 sessions, and I think I'm due for 2-ish more, maybe. Anyway, so far, texture of my skin has been amazing. The process of chemical peeling is pretty daunting, and watching your skin like peel off like you have a sunburn for the next week is also kind of scary. But don't worry, I have filmed everything from like before to the process, and I'll show you guys after everything is done how my skin has improved. I have to take extra care about what I'm putting on my skin and not to over cleanse, and I can't exfoliate much at all. Top recommendations so far: masks. I've been masking like crazy with overnight masks and sheet masks, but this month my favorite mask has been this For Beloved One Cloud Silk mask. And I use sheet masks religiously, so it's sometimes hard to come by a sheet mask that fits well, that doesn't dry out too quickly, and that actually has a formula that is good. I definitely see a brightness in my skin, and I think it could be placebo, but it does kind of feel like things, like my skin tone is a bit evened out. I'm on that sheet mask grind though, and I am really feeling this one. And my new favorite thing of all time, I don't think I'm going to go back to any other type of cleansing, is double cleansing. I can't believe it's taken me this long, but also because the thought of oil cleansers is kind of scary, especially for somebody that's acne prone. So far, these 2 combinations have been so good for my skin. It's the Innisfree Green Tea Balancing Cleansing Oil and the COSRX Low pH Good Morning Cleanser. I've mentioned it before in my winter skincare video, and I'm bringing it back today because I can't stress enough how effective it's been for taking off my makeup, but also being super gentle on my skin. I remember before I was told by a professional that, you know, a cleanser, it doesn't really matter what kind of cleanser you buy as long as it's something that takes off all your makeup, and that your moisturizer is what you should be investing in. She was so wrong! Whatever you strip off, you're not going to be able to replenish with any of your moisturizers, because that heavy sulfate cleanser just like scrape that shit off of you. So, gentle cleanser. Now that I'm looking, all of my skincare stuff has been Asian skincare this month. This one is the Mizan Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I love packaging. Something about good branding really always gets me. So nice to slather on my skin. So it's a serum that I put underneath my moisturizer, and I feel like it locks everything into my skin. And my skin doesn't feel dry or tight afterwards, because hyaluronic acid is a humectant where it drags water from the air and sucks it into your skin, and your skin just says thank you. For makeup, I have been loving Bite. My sister first introduced me to Bite because she used to work at Sephora, and she would come back with Bite stuff, and she'd be like, you know this stuff, you can eat this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to eat lipstick, but sure. But the formula for all of Bite's products have been just foolproof. My favorite color for March is this Thistle color, and it's like a cooler toned taupe shade. I also made a shade of my own at the Bite Lip Lab, where it was a custom corally peachy color. It's just Bite love all around this month. For foundation, and this is a huge one for me because I have been using my MAC Match Master foundation and Match liquid foundations since I was a teenager, and I have never strayed from it. And Chelsea from Chelsea Madonna has been raving about this foundation, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use up my MAC foundation and get into this one. Yeah, it's really good, Chelsea, you're right. It makes your skin glow. It has a really nice finish. It's easy to blend. And I've been using the Vichy powder foundation, which is pretty light coverage, but okay for like a setting powder for me. I think stress is actually what kills my nails. I would put nail polish on, but you know, after you take it off, that only perpetuates the breakage, and so you're only having a temporary fix for your nails. In comes this Essie polish called the Treat Love Color for dry brittle nails, and it's real good. It has a iridescent pearlescent shade to it. It looks white on the bottle, but it's clear. It has a slight blue tint to it so that it actually takes the yellow off your nails. It says that you're supposed to remove the polish and reapply every week, but it kind of it doesn't exactly chip. It kind of just like wears off on its own, so then I don't really have a problem with reapplying it. So my nails don't look dry and broken and terrible. They just look polished. It gives it a shine and it looks clean, and I'm also giving it a break at the same time that way. For fashion, this t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, I got this one from Ramwi, and I haven't worked with Ramwi since like years and years and years ago. And so this t-shirt is a cropped t-shirt with lace. Am I flashing you guys? And I really like that it's a little different from the usual style that you see where it's laced up at the collar, which is also great. But this one really caught my eye. I like that it's black laces and a white t-shirt. The cut of it is boxy and it's loose, and I feel like it would be great for summertime, but I'm busting it out right now because it's March. So it means that it's pretty much almost spring, right? Next is this rose t-shirt, and I got this one from Shein, two Chinese manufacturers. Truthfully, I'm on a budget, not doing a lot of shopping, but I also need to create content and I need to keep myself updated on trends, so I have this from Shein. I watched Beauty and the Beast and I wore this to the Beauty and the Beast premiere. I love that the back dips a little lower and it's sheer on the back, but it also means that you can't wear it with like a traditional bra. And it's easy to wear with kind of whatever casual bottom you have to make it look fresh, or if you want to kind of dress it up, you could tuck it under a skirt and you'd also kind of pass it off as a dressy thing. So I've also been hunting for a boxy jean jacket. If I found one at a thrift store, I would snatch that up so fast, but I haven't found one yet. So this jean jacket came into my life. I bought it a size up. It's very, very light, so it's not like the material where you would get normally at a thrift store or a vintage jean jacket where it's a heavier denim. This is more like a spring summer piece that's also easily layerable. It's been so long since I've had a good jean jacket, so I am going to wear the hell out of that. I don't know if you guys know how much I love watching TV, and I feel guilty about it because, you know, as a kid growing up, you're always being told, don't watch too much TV. TV is bad for you. But now I find that I'm watching TV, or like Netflix, I don't have cable. Depending on the show, I watch TV, yes, for entertainment, but also I am constantly inspired by TV and the cinematography behind it. The way I watched Get Out, oh my god, why is that not on my list? I have these things written down. You go through a trip, right? And that's what I feel like every time I watch TV or movies. My top 3, Terrace House, number 1, for sure. Japanese show, and it's a reality show where just strangers come into the house and they interact with each other, and you have hosts in between that'll make commentary. And I was like, okay, the concept just sounds like who would watch this? But it's so good. It could be just because it's a bit of a culture shock for us, North Americans, watching Japanese and the culture and how they interact, and how even like holding a hand, everybody's like, oh my god, they're holding hands. And you know, there is a little bit of drama in like woven in between, but everybody was just friends. And that's, yeah, I don't know. That you have to watch. Santa Clarita Diet I've also been really liking. I think it came at a good time because I was really feeling kind of shitty, and it was just a really feel-good show that had lots of guts. Really nice to see a husband being so good to his wife. It's like, oh my gosh, you are so nice to her. Wow, I never see that in TV. And then recently, One Punch Man. I'm not crazy about anime, but this show, One Punch Man, is the funniest. It's so funny. It's about a superhero who's bald and he kills everything in one punch. And he's just like so frustrated with life because all he can do is like, he doesn't feel a challenge with anything. Watched it before it came on Netflix, but now that it's on Netflix, you guys need to watch it. It's really, really good. Movies for the month, Get Out. Okay, can't believe that wasn't on my list, but the story behind it was I went out with my friends and they're like, let's watch Get Out, and I was like, okay, I've seen the trailer for it and I know that it's an amazing movie, but the trailer, I was wary about it because I can't watch any scary movies. Cannot watch any scary movies. As they were talking about it more, they mentioned that it was a horror. And I was like, wait, what? What? It's horror? I can't do horror. You guys know I can't do horror. Then I Googled it and it was classified comedy horror. And I was like, oh, hell no. They managed to convince me to watch it. I borrowed earplugs from my friend's mom. I sat like this is my technique to watch scary movies. I have my fingers here and my ears plugged. Honestly, I handled it. And I think this is the first horror movie I've ever watched in theaters. And I'm pretty darn proud of myself. But at the same time, there are jumpy parts, but again, the cinematography of it allows you to anticipate it. There are never any points where it's like, wham! Oh my god, I never expected it. Like, oh, you expect it. Or maybe I was paranoid and at every moment I was always expecting something. Other than that, the movie itself was so good. It was so funny. I watched Beauty and the Beast and that was very magical. I cried a few times. It was a really, really good movie and it was really nice to see little tweaks that they changed to it, but yeah, they did pretty much everything exactly the same with a bit of a twist. I've been taking BuzzFeed quizzes with Beauty and the Beast. Every single result I get, even the one where it's like choose your zodiac sign and we'll give you Beauty and the Beast, so it's not anything about surveying character, I get Mrs. Potts. Like, guys, am I really Mrs. Potts? Okay, my friends are gonna say, yes, I'm Mrs. Potts. Don't listen to my friends. Am I really Mrs. Potts? And then every year I tell myself I'm gonna go through all the Oscar movies and I'm gonna watch all of them, except the one with Casey Affleck. Do not watch Manchester by the Sea. No, protest. We're not watching Manchester by the Sea. I watched Hidden Figures. It is so good. Very inspiring. I finished that movie with just so much empowerment. It just made me want to like bust my ass and work really, really hard. If you guys aren't on my Instagram and Snapchat game, you gotta find me over there at Look Under Here. All of my behind the scenes or exclusive stuff and sneak peeks, you guys will be first to know about videos to come out. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you guys like this, let me know. Or if you want to find out more of what I'm favoriting for the month, ask me. I will talk to you guys later. Bye!